Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Junkyard Digs. Today you join myself, Angus, and this 1977 Chrysler Newport in a used car lot somewhere in Des Moines. Now, we don't know a single thing about this car. Supposedly it runs. Supposedly it's in decent shape. We have no idea. This could be a total hunk of crap, or we might find ourselves a diamond in the rough. There's only one way to find out, and that is to drag it out of here, get it running and driving, drive it all the way home, clean it up, and maybe, if we're lucky, have another good Malaysia or a car to drive to the bar for bingo night. Let's get to it.
This car's really green, Kevin. I don't know if this is a good idea.
It is so green, which is honestly part of the alluring factor to us. It's the greenest thing I've ever seen since they invented green beans. So as mentioned, this is a 1977 Chrysler Newport that we know pretty much nothing about, except for the fact that it was on an auction, and this guy bought it and he wants it gone. Like Angus said, we were in the right place at the right time, and this thing was greener than you could ever conceive. So of course, we happily handed him $2,500 and get to go home with whatever this is. I haven't even seen the front of this thing yet, really, so let's see if we can get it out of this parking spot and start taking a look to see if we did good or bad.
You can call this Bendigo because we came to get our green cube.
Now there's an obscure internet reference. Do you know anything about Chrysler Newports?
I know we swore we'd never work on a Chrysler again.
That's true. Maybe the Malaysia ones are better. That's what I'm banking on for this. Oh, they're not. I forgot. They're much worse. Oh, here we go. Engine equals 400 cubic inches.
That's a weird equation, but I'll take their word for it.
Also, it's a family car.
So it has a wife and kids, or what?
Honestly, it's pretty clean under here, though. I see a lot of rust all over this fender. And the actual fender. As if the... Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, as if there was coolant all over everything. I think I found our culprit here. There's a big hole in the radiator right there. Well, you want to see if she cranks? Supposedly the guy did say that it drove to this spot. So, I guess some old guy who was a pilot who passed away used to have this car down in Missouri. And it went to auction, and these guys got it, and now it's here. Reasonably, they don't want it around anymore. So, we're here now. And now it's our problem.
Wow, it's green in here. There it goes.
Oh, dude. She's got a registration dot for 89. How many miles on this thing?
Looks like 68,800.
Alright, well, let's get a battery in it. Alright. In with you, questionable battery I brought from the shelf. Get the classic pliers installation. Alright, let's see what it does now.
Dude, the radio works. Ready to crank?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hang on, let me check the oil. It's got it. It looks terrible. So is this a big block Chrysler then, being a 400? I think they are. Is it an external oil pump? It is, yes. So this is a big block Chrysler. Go ahead, sir. Right. This is pretty ambitious, thinking it'll start on its own. Oh god, is that a thermoquad? Oh, Angus, it's our first thermoquad.
Thermoquad.
Alright, got the spray. Now I'm just assuming this has working ignition, which it, probably doesn't. Oh, thank god. Oh, that sounds really weird. Go for it. Got any oil pressure?
Well, the light didn't turn off.
Oh. A classic Chrysler experience. Will it rev? It's on her own fuel. Wow. Wow. It moves like 4 inches.
That's incredible.
I think it's got fuel, it's just really old.
Smells old.
Give her 2 pumps. Go for it. Oh no, little battery. How could you have ever let us down?
You're telling me our questionable shelf battery is dead?
Yeah. I vote we try again, though. Go for it. Yes, don't want to die. We did it! Good job, little buddy! I really hope that alternator works. It's charging? Holy shit!
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Junkyard Digs. We'll see you next week. Alright, oil light, which lives here, is off. We got a half tank of fuel, allegedly. Kevin's losing his mind from this dirty windshield. Alternator's charging. We don't have any temp. Door is open. This thing is, honestly, it's pretty nice in here. Nice shag carpet.
Stinky! Think you can slip it into reverse and back it out of here? Oh, it's a Chrysler. Put your foot on the brake and bring it to neutral. They don't run the pump in park. Alright, now go for reverse. There we go. Oh, you big girl. Must have a brake hanging? Get out of here. What's going on?
I think we've got a stuck wheel because it spun the tires.
The front hoses must be swollen.
Yep.
Chugging black smoke. I suppose we do have a solution for this, eh?
We bring something handy.
We did bring something handy. Is it time?
I think it's time.
It's time. You know the best way to move a Dodge? With the power of literally any other brand of engine. I'm going to go on a limb and say that it doesn't run unless you're on the throttle, are flooded while starting, and our black smoke out the tailpipe are all related because it's just dumping fuel into itself. Now quit catching on fire, goddammit. And there goes the battery. Damn it. Well, we didn't bring another electrically powered battery, but we did bring a gas powered one. Wow. That was amazing. I've never seen a fire tornado get sucked into an engine after a giant explosion. I think the valves are real happy. Yeah, let's just, oop. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's doing it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Swinging around. Oh, it loves it so much. Wow, whew, that stinks. We got fun vapors coming from every hole it has. What do you think? Fronts or rears?
Bitter Dragon, fronts, 1000%.
All right, let's see if we can find some brake hoses, fix a radiator, and ignore the rest.
We're giving up.
No. Not giving up.
I quit.
Merely prolonging our demise into the rest of the week. It is hotter than shit out today.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. Our radiator's cracked. It's very angry. The motor's not super happy. The brakes are locked up. It's 4 o'clock already. It took us that long just to get hoses for the car. We're just twiddling our thumbs out here in the sun in someone else's parking lot. And during that, we discovered that the tires are, well, junk up front. And we're really crossing our fingers that the rear ones will hold up to make it all the way home. Stinger time?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Good God, I thought this rode rough before we put a car on the back of it. Slowly but surely making our way from Des Moines to the shop. So we'll God the tires hold together, don't wipe any quarter panels clean off the car, and we'll see you there. Well, we're back, and you might notice we're not at the shop, which means, well, you guessed it, we lost a tire. Did not lose a quarter panel though. Classic summer adventures. It's 100 billion degrees. Thank you. What do you say?
It's a nice car, guys. Want to buy it?
Yeah, trade ya. All right, we performed El Swaparoo. The front one is on the back. The flat spare is on the front. The flat tire is in the trunk. Let's go, it's hot.
That sucked.
Nice jack in these Chryslers too. Got a nice rubber pad and everything.
That was pretty good.
More steel in that jack than any of the body panels. It is so damn hot out.
It's not the heat that'll get you, it's the humidity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that like the summer equivalent of, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the wind?
It is. It is exactly that.
All right, we're a few miles from the shop now. I think we're golden. We'll see you there tomorrow when we fix the Chrysler. Yay. Holy crap. Dude, there's a sign of life.
You know what that means. Time to get started.
Okay, so the Newport is now in the shop. It's completely untouched. We still haven't turned a single bolt on this thing, and we want to drive it to bingo tomorrow night at the bar, some 15 whopping miles away from here, which for this thing probably will be a challenge. We still have stuck front brakes. Parts are on the way for that. A cracked radiator. Completely questionable rear brakes and probably leaky wheel cylinders. A thermoquad that is very unhappy with life. An engine that's probably been through a lot of extreme heat cycles that might not be happy. And basically just a bunch of stuff that will occur when your car has sat since like 89. You want to start on rotating objects?
Yeah, we better be able to make it pushable.
Fair.
You think this running the paint under the hood is factory or repaint? This big egregious green, or this...
That's, I guarantee that's factory, and if you want a concourse level restoration because it's a Mopar, you have to put that back.
That's so disgusting.
I hate these freaking brand of
Why
cars.
why did you buy this?
Because
Why are
it's
we doing
clean.
this?
It's so clean.
It's not that clean. Okay, it's pretty clean.
It's fantastically clean, and someone else was going to buy it and demo derby it. All right, let's get her up in the air. Oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to herniate my back even worse. Those do not turn at all. Let's check the rears. I bet the rears are fine. The drums don't usually stick. That's bad. Yeah. Rears are fine. So what happens here is and we'll show you when we get to it, but there's a rubber hose from the frame to the caliper that swells internally. When a car sits for a long time, the brake fluid breaks it down. It makes it swell internally, and it acts as a one-way valve. You can press pressure through that hose with thousands of PSI as you step on the brake, but the natural returning force of those caliper pistons relaxing is not enough to push pressure back. So it acts as a one-way valve and builds up in here, and it'll just sit here with a couple hundred PSI. In fact, if I put a wrench on and correct the bleeder here, wow, great example here. What's supposed to happen is I just open that a little bit and it goes psst, and lets the pressure off, and then you can turn this.
Good thing we ordered those calipers.
Can't say I've ever seen this before.
Oh, Mopar, you're so silly.
Okay, well, don't ignore everything I just said. That's usually what happens on a normal car, but if it's made out of beer cans by a bunch of angry union workers somewhere, I don't know. All right, well, let's just replace the entire goddamn thing.
The whole car? Okay.
Okay, yep. Here we go. Alright, before we get into our brakes and stuff, I'm doing a little inspection to see what we need to be ordering now, because I'm sure they're super easy to find parts for these cars. This is the inside of the tank. It looks brand new. Dude, this is insulting. Oh, there's fuel, though. Yes, this is the fuel. Okay, so that's permanent. Moving on.
Following the theme of things that are nicer than we thought they'd be, the underside of this car, god dang spotless. Like, there's a little bit of surface rust, but it's not even undercoated.
It's not even painted. Like, this is just steel. How the hell did this thing survive? This might be the single last clean Newport on the planet. Heat shields are still on the original exhaust, and the muffler's not even rusted out. It's, what the hell? It's completely folded in half. How do you do that? I'm sure the mechanical side of things is going to be...
that'll make up for all this.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Speaking of which, we should probably do something besides take the tires off.
We got new ones mounted, though.
New to this car.
Yep, those are the old ones off the
98.
Someone might have had a little fun on these, and it's time for new ones that might have some flat spots in them, but they'll go great on this Newport. They've only got 17,000 on them, they're fine. All right, rip the front brakes off?
Rip all the brakes off.
All right, time to fix the front brakes. Now, this is a rare occurrence here on the channel, and for me in general at this point in life. I think this specific caliper design is not one that I've worked with before. Just like everything else, we're gonna grab a couple wrenches here and take this off. We got a bolt on the bottom and a spring plate and a washer, interesting. All right, anyway, with the bolts out, beat the shit out of a pry bar until the caliper, which is seized to hell, magically releases. Oh, that hurt. Oh boy. One good thing about this thing being so clean, the brake lines come right off. Oh, this was a Missouri car, wasn't it?
It's bringing me misery.
I've gotten a number of cars from Missouri where you kind of hit this one line and there's this area where everything gets really solid. They must not have a lot of winter and salt down there, which is hilarious because it's like 3 hours from here and everything here dies, especially if it's from this brand. That's why there's no Mopars in Iowa. That, and Iowa was just kind of owned by Ford and Chevy back in the 70s, 80s, probably even the 60s, mostly because they produced a lot of passenger cars that were nice and held your whole giant farming family, or they produced the better trucks that you could beat the hell out of in the fields for farming use. Everything around this area in Iowa is based in farming. If you want to find Mopars around here, you have to go to a river town. You gotta go over to the Mississippi, somewhere like Davenport, Keokuk, Dubuque. That's where the Mopars are, because that industry is not farming. That was, what, like machining and welding.
Machining, grade trains down the Mississippi, barge working.
Stuff that wasn't, I own a field that I need to haul grain wagons around. Perfect case in point, the only really cool Mopar we've ever come across on the channel was that 70 Satellite, the black one that Luke and I did a revival on years ago. One of the best revival series to ever grace the internet with its presence. You guys can check that out on our channel. Put a link up here, maybe down in the description as well. That car, right by the river over in Keokuk. Not a lot of Mopars in Iowa because of the economy. Also doesn't help that if there were any around here, that all that's left by this point is like the windshield and the tires. These cars were made so cheap in comparison, and they had such poor rust prevention that they've just literally evaporated. Except for this one apparently, which I can just take the brake lines off. That's incredible. Missouri.
Hey, drop that.
So this is fun, check this out. We just pulled this pad off, and here's your rotor. As you can see, we've got like two different material kind of surface things going on here. We got this shinier silver bit here, and then as we come around, we've got this rougher, slippery patch. Same thing with the pad. As you can see, it is literally reflective. What's happened here is these sat and they rusted up, and then the brakes drug, or someone tried to drive it without cleaning off the rotors at all, and they glazed. And what I mean by glazed is this literally acts like paint. Look at this, I can like flake it off. I don't know if you can see it falling. There you can see literal chips in Angus's hand. These got hot on here, rubbing against the rust, and they created that glaze. And when that glaze occurs, the brakes become pretty much useless. Like, that's just sliding right along. So what we're gonna do is turn these down to be a fresh metal surface, take that glazing off, and then I think we're gonna pull the real cheap card here and take these over to the wire wheel and clean that glaze off and get this back down to an abrasive surface, see how they come out, and try to run them again. If they don't come out good, we'll just get new ones. They're not that expensive. Ooh, those were a little dry.
Aside from that, I can see the run out in the casting from here. Wow. Definitely take them out and repack the bearings, if for nothing else.
Yep, I think you're right. Let's do it. How are they coming out?
They're pretty warped.
Yeah, look at that guy. Yummy. That'll help straighten them up. You gotta love that. Thank you, Ben Pack Ranger, for your combination precision brake lathe. Saving the day and saving money once again.
Yay!
Yay! While Angus is doing that, I'm gonna hop on the old computer and orders up some new brake pads because I went and cleaned these off with the wire wheel, and they are just slippery as hell. Like, I think you could go ice skating on these damn things. So there's no abrasion left of them. Weird material, all clogged up in the garbage can. For 50 bucks, we can have new ones, and rest assured that this thing will be able to stop in case of an emergency. Obviously, I think that is the better answer. Let's get them ordered.
Woo. Well, that's one turned rotor that I've now touched with my greasy little hands.
Alrighty, it's been a bit. Angus is on to the drums. That's Angus over there. Wave hi, Angus.
Hi, Angus.
Oh, god damn it. I have our bearings packed, our new wheel seals in, and it is time to throw these suckers on. Something I could definitely do one-handed. Oh, this won't end poorly. Yeah. On you go, you heavy bastard. Oh, that actually didn't end poorly. Falls off. Alright, let's get our outer bearings in and wrap this up.
Well, this will stop. Stops my
Yes.
finger from feeling very good.
Much more grippy. What is that? This cut.
A bandsaw. I don't know.
We've got pads in her. You put the inner one in, right?
I don't need that one.
Oh, I can't help but agree.
They didn't put the rest of the sheet metal in this car. Why should I put the other brake pad in? No, it's in there. Oh, I wonder what these rubber bands are for.
What the hell? Why is there a factory rubber band on the multi-thousand PSI, multi-thousand pound stopping capability brakes of a car?
To make it cushier. Those are gone now. It's alright, I found our stopping bands again.
If this thing doesn't do righteous burnouts, we're going to have a second video where we make it do righteous burnouts.
I don't think this thing will ever run again.
Did it run prior?
Ran great according to the salesman.
Ran like shit according to
Our eyes.
Yep, real life. With the front brakes done, we moved to the rears. Here we replaced both wheel cylinders and installed new brake shoes.
Alright, with a little bit of movie magic, brakes are done and bled, tires are back on the car. Crazy. Anyway, it's time to start making this car run so we can actually go to bingo. We can now stop at bingo, but we can't go there yet. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull the carburetor off, get it ready to tear down, and see if there's anything that we can do to make this less like a dragon and make it stop blowing fire everywhere. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the wire harness oli. Why is this so hard? Okay. Yes. Give it. Seriously? I've never had to unplug so many things to take an air cleaner off. Huh? Ta-da! Look at that. Thermo quad. That sucked, actually. Well, I guess let's keep tearing it down and pull her off. What is this piece of tinfoil back here? Who made this? 1 bolt. 2 bolts. Red bolt. Time to pull our first thermo quad. That came off really easy. That's weird. Wow, this is a big carburetor.
Alright, Angus has our carburetor off. He is helping Austin for a little bit.
Well, hello there.
Austin Lucor Racing on YouTube is buying the Pinto from us.
Yes.
This has been sitting for too long. You have a bunch of racetracks near you.
I do.
We do not.
Which is crazy.
You can fix the car.
Yes.
We can fly out and drive it.
Yes. This way, I own it. You don't have to worry about any of the actual
This sounds like a dream.
difficult part. You just show up and be...
Just break it and leave. So yeah, if you guys want to see this thing go back on the track again, check it out. Lucor Racing.
No, this is going to be on my other channel. This is a side channel thing.
Ooh, what's that channel name?
Automotive Adventures with Austin.
Oh.
So this is because we are so busy with our stuff in the shop and we are so busy with customer stuff. I've spun off a side channel to be able to focus on just my stupidity.
Okay, fair.
So because we literally don't have any room for my own stuff. So.
Fair.
Automotive Adventures with Austin is where you will see this thing return to the track in all of its glory.
While they're working on that, I am going to get in here and start cleaning up this and getting ready to hopefully braze the top of this whole ass radiator back together. Alright, as you can see, I've got this cleaned up. We're going to put some goopy goo stuff on here. I don't know if this is going to work at all, but we're going to see. It's laying down really nice, actually. Down just below, please. Yep, there we go. Alright, there we go. Call that good enough. Alright. Good luck in there, little buddy. Thankfully it's on the top, right? Hard to leak from the top. It just looked like a cool little steam jet, like a train whistle.
It'll be fine.
If we're lucky, it'll even whistle.
Woo! Wouldn't that be neat?
It's like pissy.
Like Tom's Buick pissing?
No, like more.
Can't
like
be possible.
Steady stream.
Is it a cracked overflow container?
I don't think it's coming from the overflow. It's not coming from this. It's coming from here.
I got a leaf down there in a puddle. Interesting. Well, while Angus works on taking the radiator out to fix that problem, I think I am going to start turning into our thermoquad. Unfortunately, being a lean burn system that has that computer right there attached to the air cleaner, it needs to have signal from this throttle position sensor to control the timing advance, because there is no mechanical advance in this distributor. So I think we're kind of stuck with using this guy. Let's see if we can make it work.
This car makes me punch puppies. Dude, I can't get the radiator out.
What's going on back here?
I can't get the radiator out because the overflow's in the way of the bolts. But I'm going to take the overflow out. I can't get the overflow out because the AC lines are in the way. And I could go back, but there's another tank right here. I'm not even entirely convinced I can get that out. I don't like this car very much. This is all minor inconveniences, but I'm hot and sweaty and agitated, and this is stupid. I'm gonna go have a beer about it. You're going down.
Hey, there we go. Look at that. Take all the screws out, and it actually comes out. Okay, there is our plastic carburetor. That's cool. You know what's really disappointing? It looks perfect inside. Why does it run so bad? I was expecting to see like bad needle and seat or something in here. I don't know. All right, well I'll stare at this for a little bit, wipe things down, and put it back together, and then we'll see how it works. Yay! All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. I tested the float bowls. The needle and seats seem to be working fine. I do know these have metering rods, which I believe are these gold little tubes right here, and they can get stuck upwards, and that will cause them to flood out really bad. So I'm gonna play with that, see what we can find, but I might be able to fix this without breaking open our rebuild kit, which would be real nice. Well, if it's not those, it might be the fact that these were out like 37 turns. That might do something. Okay, I was wrong. These are metering rods. They look like metering rods. Weird. And they don't really want to move very much. So, makes you wonder. I think that might be part of our problem. I've learned more. They move together and they're controlled by this center rod, and sure enough, they're very stiff, very stuck, and we're, I think, all the way up, which would leave our jets down here wide the hell open as if we were in the top of the secondaries, which is the only spot that it really ran, is when you floored it. So let's get that freed up, and then I think we can go back together. All right, there she is, a little corroded, as you can see. A bunch of rust on this, so I think we cleaned that bore up, and this should be good to go again. Let's give it a try. Cleany clean. Oh, that's conveniently the perfect size. Hey, look at that. We have metering jets that move. Let's put it together and try it again. I think this is ready. Our metering rods now move. God knows they probably won't seal and pull themselves down. They'll probably stay open. But now I know I can just shove this down and we'll at least have idle. It'll just be a lean up top. Let's get that back on and see how she runs.
Oh yeah, the cooler line down there.
There you go.
See, just that easy.
That's been leaking for a while. Alright, let's figure out where she's leaking in and throw more solder at it haphazardly.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what'd you find, man? Oh, the crack goes all the way to the bottom of that spot I repaired, man. How's my driving, man?
I think we're hot.
Alright, it's been a little bit. I still was going to redo this while I've got it out, but we found a leak right here. So I resoldered the end of that core. I'm going to touch this up and we'll try this again. Alright, well, she's been sitting here for a minute. So the only smoke is coming out of a little dent right here where I can't quite get the seal. It's leaking up there, and now right here. Holy crap, we have a radiator that's sealed. It worked! Alright, let's put this thing back in the car, bolt that carburetor down, and see if she runs. It is just before 6, which means we have 1 hour left to have this to the bar for bingo. Alright, you ready for this?
Sure am.
Go for it. Already seems a lot happier. I forgot about the exhaust leak. Go ahead. It seems our bowls are really empty, but heck if it isn't running. It is idling. Pull it rev. Give it a rev. Very lean for some reason. Idle's pretty good.
Too bad we don't run it down the highway at idle.
Nah, but we can make it 15 miles on idle, right?
Oh, we can lift this to bingo.
Let's do it. Hey, does the horn work? Yeah! Sounds like a trumpet. Alright, let's go to bingo!
I think I have a solution for the lean problem.
What you got?
We'll just put this dirty ass air filter on it so it can't get enough air to be lean.
That's genius. Seal her down with the infamous lean burn system electronic ignition. Wow. Oh, hang on. You got to get it centered. It won't run right if it's not centered. I mean, they run on bullshit, hope, and conspiracy anyway.
Well, now I'm convinced.
Actually, before we go, a speedy remodel on the interior here. Oh, that's so much better. Get rid of this crap. Interior is fully restored.
I know exactly what you did.
To bingo. What's wrong? You can't idle all the way there like this. See ya.
Nice. What a piece of junk.
Engaging forward motion. Forward motion selected. Whee! Alright, brake check, here we go. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they do be working.
They do be working. And for once, they'd be working less than they were when we started. They were working constantly. And now they work when we tell them to. It runs like shit.
Well, we didn't say it was going to run good. We just said it was going to run and drive to bingo.
That's true, that's true. This is running and driving, and bingo is that direction, so...
By technicality, we're doing what we said.
It does ride nice.
It is. It is a good riding car.
The floor is really high. Does that feel...
Yeah, it feels really high, and the seat is really close to the dash.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of legroom.
That part, actually, hang on.
I don't think this goes back any further.
Well, the seatbelt was super small. And forward. Oh, we got a little bit.
One notch.
Oh, God, the big noodle touched me. Ooh, you know what we should do? We should drive this through that car wash. You'd hate to show up bingo all covered in crap.
Like us? Like us currently?
Oh, yeah,
like
like
our
ourselves.
dirty asses right now?
Well,
Well, at least the car will be clean. I get it.
It's one or the other. Ooh, blinker works.
Whoa! Whoa, the indicator works!
Oh! That's cool. I've never had a car with that before.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
One of them is fast. Oh,
Kevin.
it just broke off. Did you hear the clunk?
Yep. Great, you used up all
The motors,
wipers.
The motor's still going, but the wipers don't move anymore. Okay, well, add that to the list of things to fix. Mopar quality. 3 wipes were left. Oh, Missouri, 1977. Damn.
What was it like?
That guy definitely drove one of these.
That guy's dead.
Oh, look, there's all his radio codes. The guy's name was Harold Wagner, Smithville, Missouri. So if you're a descendant of Harold Wagner and want his car back, let us know. You might be the only ones willing to buy it. Oh, dude, check it out. Smithville vehicle license, 1981.
Hey, our car wash is suddenly done.
Oh. He was a pilot.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
I don't know what that is, what it means, or what it does.
Well, that's the TWA, the Trans World Airplane.
You need an aspirin?
Nope. I wouldn't bet that that's aspirin.
There we go. What's that? That's a registration. 1989. Yep, this car has been off the road since 89. That is not a short amount of time. But, yeah. She's back on the road. Good.
You heard that too, right?
Oh, I thought it was someone honking at us. It's the car.
I thought it was us honking at us.
Not bad for a drive-through car wash. I mean, I see we got a paint repair there, and our side skirts are like a million shades different. And yes, I did leave it running at the gas pump because I think, ironically, that's a lesser chance of fire. It still floods and catches on fire.
Yep, every time.
Regardless, it do be running, and it do be back on the road, and it do be green.
And it do be bingo time.
Amen. Let's do it. Well, it stinks like coolant, but our temperature gauge is still good. I think we're just burning the shit off the intake and exhaust.
Hi, Mom.
I didn't notice how obnoxiously large the needle is for this speedometer.
Wow, that thing's bigger than my hand.
This would literally be faster if it wasn't for the heavy speedo needle slowing it down. Temperature gauge is holding in the middle. Fuel gauge is up around full. The alternator says it's fine.
Ooh, we got a clock we can set.
7:02 p.m. Whee! Oh, nailed it. Wait a minute, 7:02 p.m. We're late for bingo. Look out, bird. We're opening the secondaries. Oh, yes. It is driving forward.
Love the experience, and you can tell he feeds off of the
That was AM.
7 RBIs. Right in the receipt. Looking stellar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can't help but agree, Mr. Radio Man. You know what, Angus? I'll tell you what. For as much shit as we gave this car, it is currently driving down the road quite comfortably.
It is very smooth on tires that we know have flat spots.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I am watching the temperature gauge slowly either make its way toward its normal mark or the absolute top. I don't know, we'll see where it stops. Still smells like coolant. Still really dirty. Still very sticky. You think the cruise works?
I don't know, maybe. Oh, no way!
Dude, first try.
What are the chances that disengages?
Yeah, what are the chances it lifts back up? We are just slowly accelerating. Ooh. The temperature gauge is getting near the top of the limit. It's okay. Not gonna worry about it. It's probably fine.
Do you need this?
Oh yeah, I am missing one of those, aren't I?
I'll just hold it back here.
Honestly, did not even notice that. All right, a couple miles left. Let's do it.
Good, we're steaming it.
Yeah, I bet my solder job could have been better, apparently.
Could also be the radiator cap that doesn't stay on because one of the tabs.
Oh. It could be that, yeah, one of the tabs are broke off.
You got an angry dog under there?
Oh, no. Yeah, that's the second time we've hit that stop sign overheated. Can we ever make it to bingo without overheating? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's the radiator cap.
Where'd that plastic bag come from?
What the hell? There's a oh, there's a bunch of them in there. Woo, that's stinky. You know what we didn't bring this time, which we forgot? Water. Water. Yeah, I think it's a radiator cap. One of the tangs is broke off. So,
Judging by the stuff that came out of this radiator, there's a good chance that this thing is just going to overheat.
well, here's the deal. We either let it cool for a half hour until the starter's not heat soaked to hell because the motor's hot, It should fire up. Or we push it 3 blocks.
I kind of want to play bingo. I'm fine with being defeated by a Chrysler.
Off into the sunset, Chrysler style.
So fast.
We're going to the bar. The B-A-R. And we're pushing our car. Our C-A-R. Sing it with us, Mook.
No!
We're going to the bar. The B-A-R. Good thing we fixed the brakes. Didn't you mention something about it'll be easier to push with if they're not stuck?
I shouldn't have said shit.
We've done it. We brought a Chrysler to the bar. Typical Chrysler fashion.
How did we know this was going to happen?
I have no idea. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Junkyard Digs. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the shirts, junkyarddigs.com, and we'll see you next week for more adventures. I don't think we're done with this thing. I think we can pull some more horsepower out of it. So we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye forever.